honestly, I don't like them because you gotta sit around all day and just be antsy about the game. But it could be good also. If you got guys banged up or hurt, they can get all that extra treatment in. But I mean, it is what it is. We got a lot of them this year.
The last time you played Ole Miss here was a night game. Does it bring back any memories, I guess, or?
Well, my biggest memory is from freshman year. When they stormed the field, they was at Oxford. So I always remember that. I definitely remember the sophomore year game because I mean that was the only team that beat us at national championship year.
How much is this one opponent kind of, especially the last couple of years, in 15 and last year, kind of spearheaded the way the rest of the season went? It seems like after the Ole Miss loss, you went on a run. It's kind of similar thing the way you won the game last year.
Well, Coach Saban always talked to us about, you don't want to be that team, where you gotta lose a game, before everybody wakes up and realize, they gotta get going. So, I mean, Ole Miss, their team, they're always well coached, great athletes. They're always on camaraderie play, do a lot of things. So it's gonna be important, that we hit on all cylinders on Saturday.
What's a film session like when you guys hold an SEC opponent to 0 points?
Well, I mean, it's always good. I mean, like you said, everybody's good in this league. But I mean, you just gotta learn. See where you made mistakes at, so that way you can get better. Just don't let the scoreboard, fool you into thinking that you played a perfect game because you didn't.
Do they do anything differently offensively? They have a new coordinator. Is their scheme different, or some of the same stuff they've been doing the last 3-4 years?
It's kind of similar, but they're spreading it out a little bit more this year. And Shea Patterson has some great receivers, and he gives those guys a chance, and they make plays when they catch the ball.
Nick said this week and even last week, kind of changed his approach with dealing with players after the Colorado State win. Did you see much of a difference, and what's he been like this week? It's coming off such a kind of a big win.
Well, I mean, we can't. That's in the past, so that's important. We had what he thought last week was one of our best weeks practicing, and on Saturday, it kind of showed how we played. So, we need a great week of practice this week, so we can go out Saturday and have the same kind of production.
As a leader, is it hard to keep the younger guys to continue that focus after such a big win? A lot of times it gets to people's head.
I mean, not really, because I mean, at the end of the day, it's either they can buy in or I mean, you can get beat. I mean, like in this SEC, I mean, anybody can get beat any Saturday. So you got to come ready to work every day at practice so it can carry on to Saturday.
Shaun, what kind of leader has Minka developed into during his time here?
He's developed into a really good leader. Remember freshman year, he kind of led by example, and sophomore and junior year, he's becoming more vocal and still leading by example. So, he's a great leader on our team.
How much did it help getting guys like Shaun, Dion, and Anthony back on Saturday?
It definitely helped a lot, especially like when it came to like third down situations when it comes to guys rushing the passer and just having just that depth, where we could rotate guys in and out. So I mean, it's great to have those guys back.
How much did it help having Shaun, just kind of emotionally? He seems like the guy that's always hyping everybody up. How much did that help too?
Well, Shaun, he's a very passionate player, so just his presence, can just affect the team, and I think that kind of did Saturday. So everybody was just happy to have him back on the field.
Saban talks a lot about affecting the passer without getting sacks. Is last week kind of the perfect example of that?
Yeah, I would think so because I mean we didn't sack him a lot, but just knocking the quarterback on the ground. Sometimes after quarterbacks tend to get hit, sometimes they'll have happy feet and they'll be feeling pressure, but it really won't be pressure and they'll fake their throw. So, but it's really important, sometimes just to fake the quarterback rather than sack him.
Excuse me. You got one pass breakup where you kind of went up high and knocked the ball down. Where have you improved in that area and just your coverage abilities?
Well, I'll probably say, with me actually getting hurt, actually helped me out a lot. Helped me realize about angles and things like that. So I would definitely say, that was one of the things, that I focus on, coming back from my injury because, I hurt my knee on the open field, play. So I definitely focus on that this offseason.
I think it's talked about, on this defense, there's 20 to 25 different roles for almost, everybody, especially in that linebacker group. What's that like, kind of, being a part of so many different kind of jobs, not just for Minka, but even where Shaun plays certain, I guess, in nickel or dime and that kind of thing?
I mean, well, it just shows, how many great players we got this year, some of the first years, you know, we just been deep where we just roll guys in and out, and definitely helps us stay fresh, and you know we can go longer. So it just tells you how many great players and you know great competition we have here.
Your thoughts on NFL players kneeling for the national anthem? What do you have thoughts on that?
I mean, you know, everybody has their own opinion, so I really like, I'm not thinking about that for real.
How much did that help the camaraderie and also the competitive spirit, knowing that the coaches are willing to rotate guys this year more than probably years past?
I don't even want to talk about it. But
Wait, did you hear the question?
yeah, I mean, it's great for the NFL, but
No.
No.
I was talking about your linebacker group, guys
Oh.
rotating.
I
I was like,
thought
I was like, you
say
just.
it one more time.
Yeah, sir. I said, how much does it help, like the competitive spirit and the camaraderie, knowing that the coaches are willing to rotate guys in, maybe more than years come back?
It definitely helps. I mean, it just helps players. You know, it gives them a little bit of confidence knowing that you know the coaches can trust them enough to play them and things like that. So I mean, it definitely helps. You know, everybody likes seeing everybody succeed. So I mean, I love seeing you know other guys make plays. You know, if I come out, you know, I want to see you do better than I did. So.
Nick mentioned Mac in particular about how he had to kind of learn. I can't remember exactly, but Rashawn's role in one of the schemes. Or whatever.
Rabbits.
There you go, Dion. Thank you. What was that like for him, and how did you see him respond to more playing time, more opportunities?
He responded to the challenge real good. You know, I stay on you know every day. You know, come out here and you know get better and you know embrace the challenge. So you know he's been doing really good at that. So I applaud him.
Thanks, man.